This simple little series of movements takes place entirely sitting. So you might choose to sit on a chair, a stool of some kind, or maybe even a meditation cushion on the ground, whatever is comfortable and supportive for you. We will stay sitting all the way through. And it's as much about connecting with the visualization and the imagery in it as it is about doing the movement itself. This one starts with some free time where you may move as you wish. I would invite you for that free time at the beginning to maybe place some awareness and focus on your sense of touch and use that connection to your sense of touch to sense and feel some nice contact with yourself. After those beginning free time movements where you may be using self-touch as you wish, I'll be bringing my hands into this area, and this will be a cue for you to do likewise, and to place your hands on your upper chest area. We call this our centre of levity. It's also the home of our heart and our lungs, and so you might visualize the heart. If you wish, you might visualize your heart chakra and maybe even your throat chakra as well. Now we do 3 simple movements from this place, and they are very simply an opening of your centre of levity area and an opening of your arms, and then a closing and an embracing back in towards the heart. And we simply do that 3 times. The arms can open in whatever direction and in whatever way you wish. So you do not have to copy the pathway of my arms entirely. As you do this, visualize that your hands, and the palms of your hands especially, are connected into this centre of levity heart area, and that they are an extension of it, and they are magnetized in relationship to your heart, so that as you do those 3 simple opening and closings, you feel a magnetic connection from hand to heart all the way through. From there, you'll see me shift my hands down to this area, and you can do likewise. Now we're in our centre of body area, like about sort of halfway from the bottom to the top of your torso. And you might notice that it's somewhere between the bottom of your sternum and your belly button in this centre of body area. You might visualize some of your organs in this area, your stomach, your spleen, your liver, your kidneys. You might also visualize solar plexus chakra here. Now again, we do 3 simple movements, opening away from and coming back in towards the centre of the body area. But these ones happen differently. I want you to imagine that there are lines of radiating energy coming out from this place, a bit like the sun shining. And those lines of radiating energy expand out into your elbows and your knees, and they expand fully to the tips of your toes and your fingers, before they then make that return with your elbows and knees coming back in and your limbs folding in to return to this centre of the body area. So let's do that again. So we radiate out for a second time to the top of the head, tip of the tail, tips of fingers and toes, and retract and fold back in. And so that happens 3 times, so we can do that a 3rd time. Obviously your legs do not have to extend very far. They can go wherever is comfortable for you. But just have that image of radiating energy, maybe like the sun shining outwards and coming back in towards your solar plexus chakra area. Lastly, we drop the hands again down into the belly, sort of belly button and below the belly button. You might choose to visualize here your sacral chakra and root chakra, and you may also choose to be in touch with some of the organs deep down inside the belly. From here in particular, we want to connect with the earth, with the ground beneath us. So again, we have 3 simple movements. This time we're going to take just one arm as we do the first movement. So with one arm and one leg, I'm going to trace an imaginary pathway deep down into the core of the earth. And then I'm going to make that return back into my belly and imagine that the core of the earth and my belly are in contact with each other. So now I can take that with the other arm, and you'll notice I'm taking my leg with it a little bit as well. You can choose to do so or not. And I return. On the third one, we can then take both arms and legs if you wish. You might choose to keep your legs in one place and find that connection, or you might choose to let the legs go wide and even take the body further. Always make the choices to adapt the movements for what feels comfortable for you. At the very end, we want to make a return into ourselves, and so we are going to go down to the earth, gather the space, gather the light, and bring that back into ourselves.